Level 1. The lookout. The plaza boss needs eyes everywhere. That's you. You're 14 years old, plastic chair outside a convenience store in Culiacan. Prepaid phone, one job. Watch the road, military trucks, you text one word. Bird black SUVs, the local police drive past twice a day. They wave. They're already paid. The only people nobody can buy are the Marines. They answer to Mexico City. Everyone else answers to the plaza. 3 weeks in, a military convoy rolls through. You freeze. You forget to send the warning. A man appears beside you before your phone stops buzzing. He doesn't raise his voice. He says one sentence. Next time we leave you in the desert, you never forget again. Level 2, the transporter. You are 17. A man approaches you outside a gas station. You know how to drive. You say yes. He says be at the South Warehouse at 5 a.m. The truck is a white semi loaded with watermelons. Hundreds of them. Welded into the floor underneath is 400 kilograms of crystal meth. Your route is... You leave before sunrise. The highways are empty at that hour. Just trucks and darkness. The first 2 hours are fine. Then you hit a federal checkpoint outside Hermosillo. 3 soldiers with rifles. One of them waves you down. You pull over. Your hands are steady, but your heart is not. He asks where you are going. Tijuana, produce delivery. Looks at the watermelons through the back. Writes something on a clipboard. Waves you through. You drive for another 20 minutes before you breathe. Normally, every set of headlights in your mirror feels like a prison sentence for the rest of the trip. You make it. A man at the warehouse unloads the truck without speaking to you. Another man hands you an envelope. $2,500 in cash. You have never held that much money at once. You do it again the next week, and the week after. In 3 months you are making more than your father made in a year. Then your cousin gets stopped at a checkpoint outside Nogales. He is 19 years old. He gets 15 years in Altiplano. The cartel does not send lawyers. They find a new driver by the end of the week. Level 3, the collector. 2 years of driving with no arrests. They give you a gun and a list. Every business in the plaza pays a monthly tax. A taco stand pays $400. A pharmacy pays $1,500. A hotel pays $8,000. It is not negotiable. You go door to door. Most people have the envelope ready before you knock. They know the rules. 1 month the hardware store owner says he cannot pay. Business is slow. You nod and leave. She does not ask where the money came from. She just cries. But now you are visible. Rival cartels know your face. Federal investigators are building files. Every collection is an exposure. Level 4, the cell leader. You are 24. You run 12 men. The cartel supplies you with 80 kilos of cocaine every month. You break it down and move it through 4 distributors. You send 90% up the chain, you keep the rest. That is $60,000 to $90,000 a month in your pocket. You also control security. A rival crew from CJNG crosses into your territory and kills one of your men. A lookout, 17 years old. They left him on the road as a message. You find their base in 48 hours. You send 8 men at 3 a.m. 4 of the rival crew are inside. None of them survive. The governor promises an investigation. The investigating officer is on your payroll. Nothing happens. You have a house with a pool. A girlfriend who thinks you own a logistics company, respect from men twice your age. But managing people is harder than moving product. Your men are young, they get careless, they drink too much, they talk too much. One of them brags at a bar about a job you find out the next morning. He disappears that afternoon, you do not explain it to the others. They already understand. The regional boss calls every week. He always wants more. If the numbers drop, you get replaced. Level 5. The regional operator. You control an entire city. 5 cell leaders report to you. You manage supply distribution and violence across 3 districts. Your meetings rotate between safe houses every 4 days. You arrive in armored Suburbans. You have 6 bodyguards who sleep in shifts. Your job is no longer street level. Your job is strategy. The plaza boss. You identify weak points in the rival territory. You bribe 2 police commanders to stand down on the night of the assault. 40 men move in at 2 a.m. By morning, the rival cell leader is dead, and the territory belongs to Sinaloa. You also manage the money now, millions of dollars every month that cannot touch a bank. You buy car washes, restaurants, construction companies, businesses that lose. You are making $300,000 a month. You have properties in 4 states. But the DEA has your phone number. Your lawyer told you through a coded message. You stop using phones entirely. Everything goes through face-to-face meetings. You sleep. Every shipment, every bribe, every execution requires your approval. You have 600 men under your command. You generate $25 million a month for the organization. But nobody outside the cartel knows your face. No photos exist. No interviews. You live in a compound in the mountains. Walls 6 meters high. 40 armed guards in rotating shifts. Attack dogs. You meet with governors and military generals. You do not threaten them at first meetings. You make offers. A suitcase. A percentage. A guarantee of peace in their district. Most take it. The ones who refuse get exposed. Photographs of corruption sent to journalists. Careers destroyed within weeks. The ones who still refuse after that simply disappear. You are making $1 million a month personally. You cannot go to your daughter's quinceañera too exposed. You cannot visit your mother's grave. Snipers might be positioned nearby. You execute 2 of your own lieutenants based on suspicion alone. You are not certain they were betraying you. But uncertainty at this level is fatal. The paranoia to level 7. The cartel leader. You are at the top. Your organization moves 80 tons of cocaine into the United States every year. You have operations in 18 countries. You have politicians in 7 Mexican states on monthly payroll. Your personal net worth is estimated at $4 billion. The U.S. government has a $10 million bounty on your name. A joint DA and you communicate only through encrypted messages that auto-delete after being read. You have had reconstructive surgery on your face twice. Your own children do not recognize you on sight. You meet with rival cartel leaders to divide territory. You get Sinaloa, Sonora, and Baja California. They get Tamaulipas and Veracruz. Everyone profits. Everyone stays alive. Until someone gets greedy. Someone always gets greedy. War breaks out. 300 people die in 6 weeks. Whole towns empty overnight. You cannot stop it even if you wanted to. And you cannot retire. You know too much. You are too dangerous to be allowed to live quietly. The only exit from this position is a cell or a coffin. Level 8. Supermax. It ends the way it always ends, a betrayal. Someone inside your organization gave your location to the DE. You never find out who. The raid happens at 4 a.m. Helicopters, soldiers, flashlights through every window. You do not run, there is nowhere to go. They put you on a plane the same day. No Mexican prison this time. The Americans wanted you too badly for that. You are in ADX Florence, Colorado now. The most secure. No windows. 1 hour of exercise in an enclosed cage with walls so high, you can only see a small square of sky. No contact with other inmates. You cannot see them, but you know who is here. El Chapo is somewhere in this building. He escaped twice from Mexican prisons. Tunnels, motorcycles, paid guards. None of that works here. You had $4 billion, you had 600 men. You had an empire that stretched across 2 continents. Now you have a concrete room 9 feet wide, a steel toilet, a light that never turns off, and the rest of your life. Level 9, the cycle. But the cartel does not die with you. It never does. Your nephew takes over within a week of your arrest. The shipments continue. Your name becomes a brand, a legend the organization uses to recruit. And right now in Culiacan, there is a 14-year-old boy sitting outside a convenience store on a plastic chair. He has a prepaid phone and one job. He thinks this is the beginning of something. He does not know it is the end.